no disagreements. We are all together.
Now, leaders under the umbrella body United Opposition are this afternoon expected to visit the late ODM leader Raila Odinga's Bondo home to pay homage. Now, they are being led by Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka. Our lakeside reporter Bramwell Bwire is on this beat and now joins us via a phone call. Bwire, good afternoon. Earlier, we saw former Vice President and Wiper Party leader, Patriotic Front leader, Kalonzo Musyoka, meet with Kisumu Governor Anyang' Nyong'o. Just perhaps you have any information on what they discussed about, and even now as you wait for the opposition to head to Raila Odinga's home, just what exactly do we expect to see and witness?
Well, good afternoon, Dennis. As you rightly indicated, we're here at Kango Jaramogi, the home to Jaramogi Odinga, and where the remains of the late Prime Minister Raila Odinga was buried. Already the Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, who is leading that delegation, is here, and they are paying their respect to the grave of Raila Odinga. Later on, he will be expected to head back to Opod.
Those are live images coming to you live from Kango Jaramogi, where former Prime Minister Raila Odinga is buried, as several leaders in the opposition make their way there to pay their final respects. We are following this for you, and our reporter Bramwell Bwire is on ground. We shall be touching base with him a little bit later as he continues to bring us up to speed on who is there from the opposition and what should we expect, because we also understand that a little bit later they will be headed to Opoda from a little bit later. Bwire, if you can hear me, can you bring us up to speed on what leaders are there as we speak?
Good afternoon. As you've said, we're here at Kango Jaramogi, the home of the first Vice President, that is Jaramogi Odinga, and where the body of the former Prime Minister, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, lays. Already the Wiper leader under the of United Opposition, he is here, and he is accompanied by a host of leaders, starting from members of County Assembly from the eastern part of the country. He is also accompanied by governors, that is Makueni Governor Mtula Jr., and of course the Machakos Governor Wavinya Ndeti, and of course the host governor, that is James Bobo Rengo, is also in this entourage. And as we said, he was earlier on, that is the Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, he made a courtesy visit to the Kisumu governor, that is Professor Anyang' Nyong'o's office, and he had promised us that Nyong'o will also be joining him at Opoda Farm. But one thing that is very clear here, when Musyoka was issuing that statement at Orengo's office, at Nyong'o's office, he was categorical that today there will be no politics. There will be no one-term, two-term politics that are going to be discussed. He is saying that he is here to pay respect to a friend. He is here to pay respect to a man whom they have walked this liberation and democratic journey, the fight for democracy in the country, for over 23 years. He said that many people think he started this journey, Raila, in 2013, but his journey spans way back to 2006, when they first started the struggle for democracy with Right Honorable Raila Odinga, the late. And of course, we hear the Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka was already here, and he has gone to Opoda Farm, where he just walked in with the herds of cattle that he had brought to say pole to Mama Ida Odinga before walking his way to Kango Jaramogi, where he is right now at the graveside of Right Honorable Raila Odinga. A few prayers are being said there. Of course, we expect no speech to be made at this place. They are supposed to go back to Opoda Farm, where they have set up a nice place that they are going to engage in one or two talks with the family and later on address the residents who have gathered here. Kalonzo has received a fairly warm welcome to this particular home. You could see a number of residents standing up on the roadside just to receive Kalonzo Musyoka to this home. But this one is also resulting to the good rapport that Kalonzo has enjoyed with Raila Odinga politically deputizing him, shelving his ambition one or twice, just to ensure that Raila has a stab at presidency. So we're expecting this to be another important and ceremonious visit by Kalonzo Musyoka to a home of a friend, to a home of a political aide, and of course to a home of a whom they have walked the democratic battle together. But of course, we expected earlier on. We had received the first communication that United Opposition Alliance, comprising of Kalonzo Musyoka, of course, Eugene Wamalwa, George Natembeya, and the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, were to join Kalonzo Musyoka in this particular entry. But this has been turned around to be a Kamba affair. He is leading that delegation from the eastern region just to pay the homage. And of course, later on, maybe they will be coming back now as United Opposition Alliance. But they have said they are going to stay clear of politics in this particular visit. But that is one statement, and the other statement is to wait and see if at all they will live up to their words. So from here, we just keep it up. From here, we'll be heading back to Opoda Farm and listen out. Of course, Orengo is here. He is a man who always steers clear of politics in his statements, but once the mic goes on, you will hear one or two political words coming from him. So we are going to keep tabs at Opoda Farm, and any political undertones that are going to be made at Opoda Farm, be rest assured with our viewers that we'll be coming back to you with a more detailed and comprehensive report from Opoda Farm. Aseto, back to you in the studio.
Thank you.